Sierra Leone emerged out of a decade-long civil war in 2002 that left its citizens scrambling to rebuild their lives amidst the broken infrastructures of the health and education industry. 75% of this nation lives below the international poverty line of $2 US a day. My name is Trevor Reed, and I would like to invite you to partner with Operation Omega Youth Ministries to rebuild Sierra Leone through the gospel of Jesus Christ. We believe that God has given us an open door. Now you may be asking, what kind of door could we possibly have in Sierra Leone? Well, the Lord has opened the door of education to us. We have 37 schools, 35 elementary schools, and 2 secondary schools. That's 10,236 children we have across the nation of Sierra Leone. And we're going to invest in them. We're going to invest in their teachers, ensuring that they get the best training across the nation. We're going to invest in their resources, making sure that they have wonderful computers and libraries. We're going to invest in their facilities. We're going to renovate and construct new schools across the campuses in Sierra Leone. And then we're going to use these schools and plant churches that will reach out to these communities. So on the campuses of each one of these schools, we're going to plant churches that will evangelize and disciple our children. And third, we're going to, through our national leadership, invest in the ministry skills of the leaders in these congregations. One of the major ministries that we're going to use is the ministry of sports. Can you imagine us evangelizing a community using soccer or international football, using basketball, using track and field, developing these athletic skills of these kids, and from these skills, perhaps one day even these kids will grow up and be an Olympic star and stand on a platform and represent Christ. Next, we're going to pour into the infrastructure of this nation. You may be asking, how can I get involved in this? Well, one major way is we're looking for 50 youth groups and 100 churches who will give $1,000 each year over the next 4 years. We're encouraging families and members and business persons to support this as a special free will offering. International Youth Ministries will also be purchasing vans so that we can initiate a taxi company that's going to be able to sustain these ministries long after we leave. The proceeds from these companies will go towards the schools, the church planting, and to sustain the sports ministry. This coming fall, we're going to be sending a van, we're going to send desks and all kinds of educational resources. In the early winter, we're sending an education team that's going to train our leaders and pour into our educators in our schools across Sierra Leone. And in the spring, we will be undertaking a massive missions blitz. We're going to take 5 teams. We're going to take a construction team, a medical team, a sports training team, a music ministry team, and a pastoral training team. This is going to be our second major YMIA international project, and it's called Future Now. We are expecting this ministry to impact the future of lives in Sierra Leone. And this is under YMIA, which is based on Acts 1:8. You shall be my witnesses in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the othermost parts of the earth. We see our youth conceptualizing and implementing missions for Christ locally, nationally, and internationally. And Future Now, our second YMIA international project, envisions the transformational impact of the lives of children in Sierra Leone now. We see children in our sports ministry becoming Olympians who stand on the world's highest athletic platform, representing not only their land, but Christ. We see it now. We see children in our schools becoming transformational leaders in their communities, their nation, their continent, and the world for Christ. We see that now. We see children developing businesses that will contribute to their national economy and further the gospel in their nation. We see it now. We see children in our churches becoming apostolic leaders of the next church planting explosion. We see it now. We see Sierra Leone's future now. Would you join? Now is the time to join. God bless you.